Так, ну мы тут с челиком, короче, никак босса не можем убить. А при этом он выше меня намного. Ну, я его давно знаю, год. Он задрот в этой игре. И говорит такой, мол, нет, тут не нужен урон, тут все изи. Я же великий игрок, блядь. И вот полчаса уже не можем убить. Я его уже учу, блядь, что ему одевать. Но это не мой мейн, на основе я его уже прошел. Вообще, блин, я уже должен был начать сюжетку. Но мы я думал, блядь, что он реально задамажит. Но у него перс сильнее моего. А он не может. Ну, сейчас убьем босса и начну сюжетку. Да, если убьем. Когда он отхиливается, жопа просто. Я ему сказал посох ходить. Но если он не знает, что у него за посох, во-первых, ударит отхил пиздец. Потому что пилится. И все, он, блядь, опять фуллов. Нам бы третий человек нужен, а где достать? О, прибежал третий, заебись. Здесь даже втроем, блядь, не отхилиться. Я не понимаю, как я его на своей основе убиваю, блядь, а чувак 2000 уровня, который меня учил играть, не может перебить его отхил. Причем мой час слабее. Поэтому папа и мастер, ёпта. Просто чар у меня другой. Ну, если бы они, блядь, сразу убивали эти тотемы, как я, он бы не отхиливался. Блядь, этот придурок какого-то там Миви, блядь, поднимает, идиот мою, зачем? Вместо того, чтобы дамажить. Ну, придурок. В мире это бот. О, мы походу передамажили его отхилку нормально. Yes. Вот только втроем мы еле передамаживаем отхил. Бля, вот, ну полчаса мы где-то ебались. При этом ой, бесплатная херота. Сейчас я перейду на мейн и продолжим сюжет локации.
New blood, you are needed once again. Come, speak.
В этой локации, походу, людей еще меньше, чем в Ротгаре. В Ротгаре арена есть. И здесь тоже есть арена. И здесь нет дольменов. И нету, видимо, интересов у людей бить тех же самых боссов и так далее. Поэтому вот этого босса мы потратили, наверное, минут 40, чтобы его убить. Сделать, ну, ради ачивки. Но это долго все. Бля, за 40 минут данж некоторые быстрее проходят.
Come for the bonding ritual? Not to partake, obviously. You're early either way. You might want to make yourself scarce until it's actually time for this. The bonding ritual is very important to the tribe. Everyone is under a lot of pressure to make sure. Kind of you to offer. I guess that would be all right, since you're not an envoy from the local tribes. No, I'll just stay out here until things settle down. If anyone asks, I'm hard at work. You've never heard of the Bright Throats? We're very well known in Murkmire. Our crafts are highly sought. We trade with most of the tribes. A marriage, you would call it. No, a honeymoon, I think. We choose who will lay and sire the next clutch of our eggs.
Seems this is all I ever do.
What were you thinking, bringing this thing here?
Look at it, Iskanaz. This was Saxleel. It should rest with the roots of the Hist.
That is an aberration. You'll poison the Hist with its corruption.
You're heartless.
I am only thinking of the good of the tribe.
Let the tree minder decide. Is it true Tanvil sacrificed himself to Seal? I regret you had to see that. Sikat Yol is normally a more peaceful. We found this pitiable soul limping his way to our village. I almost took him for a bog blight at first, but this Saxleel was alive when I found him, if only barely. I've never seen anything like this. He's like mud packed too wet, unable to hold its shape. She is never far from the Hist, if it can be helped. That is...
We should leave it to the bog. Surely you agree. Oh, Treeminder, the Ojal, just as you said.
Greetings. I am Treeminder Pavu of the Brightthroat tribe. The chimes spoke of a visitor's approach. Our hist welcomes you within its boughs, and so do we. I regret that you arrive for what should be a joyous occasion to find only worries and troubles. We are amidst the preparations for our tribe's most vital ceremony. Now a warped and withered stranger has died at our roots. An ill omen for the arrival of our guests. These past weeks, the hist has been agitated. It has given me signs that I believed were warnings for the bonding to come, but now I feel that I've misinterpreted. It is this clutch that is in peril, and it is you who can save it. The chimes speak of pain. Our children are suffering, but they are not hatched. The egg tenders have brought me no concerns about the clutch's well-being, but the hist always speaks truth. Go with Iskanaz. See what I am blind to. The only thing I am certain of is the hist's grief. If the hist tells me our eggs are suffering, then it must be so. The egg tenders either can't or won't tell me what is wrong. So, my hope is you will fare better. The hist's wisdom is infinite, but our ability to understand them is limited. To commune with the hist is to see, to hear. The hist favors you. But there are other reasons. Secrets kept from a tree minder may be less well hidden from a stranger. They are not suited to it. Suspicion is not in our nature. I only even consider wrongdoing because I must. I cannot turn to our allies for aid either. Unlike many tribes, we welcome Ogel to join in our bonding ritual. Through this, our tribes become true eggkin, and we enjoy peace and prosperity as one. Who would bond with us if we allowed our clutches to come to harm? In that you see my
Короче,
answer.
Аджели это они так называют всех, кто не ящер. То есть я для них Аджель. Она имеет в виду, что они единственное племя, которое разрешает трахаться между расами. Это отвратительно. Вы стали бы трахать ящера?
It is the time when a new clutch of eggs is conceived. The egg bearers and sires are chosen, and through the bonding ritual renew the tribe. It is a significant time for any tribe, but especially so for the Bright Throats. We bond with other tribes. Our bonding ritual is more than a simple ceremony. It is the renewal of our vows. To call it off so abruptly, without explanation, would invite questions of our commitment to our allies. I must know if my fears are justified first.
А в награду по квесту можно будет устроить оргию в доме древохранительницы. Но она что же, наверное, участница?
I will be at the beck and call, Treeminder. This way, Bigogel. Perhaps a tour of the egg tender's quarters is of interest. It is just up the way. I am Iskanaz, Vovaste to Treeminder Pavu. I am at your service. I promise to leave you with a fine... I don't wish to question your knowledge of such things, but it might be best if you speak with the egg tenders before visiting the nests. They can speak to anything you would want to know about our eggs. Oh, don't wish to speak ill of anyone of the tribe. I only hear idle gossip from time to time. I'm told Keenom has the bad habit of speaking his mind too freely and listening. Oh no, put that from your mind. It is not a normal occurrence, I assure you. My root brother found that disfigured creature approaching our village, clearly injured or ill. There were similarities, but I question that it was a Saxleal. Maybe once, but not as the thing we saw here. My misguided kin meant only kindness for an unfortunate soul. Yes, you understand. I would not wish that terrible fate on any of my tribe, or even my enemies. Not that I have enemies. I am her student, and she is my teacher. One day I will commune with the Hist as she does, and share its wisdom with the tribe. A great...
Сейчас пробегусь по домикам.
You aren't very good at this, are you?
Bright flowers often have poison bark. The grass waves in the wind, I do not.
Our visit should not arouse suspicion. We host many guests, but your discretion will be appreciated. Our visit should not arouse suspicion. We host many guests, but your discretion will be appreciated.
В итоге получается, вот то, что в этой книге было написано, что им дают рискованные задания на этот ритуал. И все ради того, чтобы в итоге потрахаться. Ну, то есть люди, ящеры рискуют жизнью, чтобы потом потрахаться. А кто не сможет, тот не будет.
Have you met my new Nord friend? She is pale and smooth as fire-to-bone clay. I went to bring her a drink.
Mime, we have a guest very interested in our customs. Please, show them the utmost courtesy.
Have you come to learn all you can about egg tending before you witness our bonding ritual? I'm sure Mime would be happy to help you. I am soon to begin my watch of the nests, and I wish to enjoy the peace and quiet. It is normally quite pleasant, but before the bonding ritual it becomes insufferable. Suddenly the village is full of experts, if you take my meaning. The sooner it's back to just me and the eggs. No. Just dries my scales. The eggs are blissfully unaware of all the scrutiny, I think. I don't remember all the gawking and complaining, certainly. Now, if you don't mind.
You really want to talk to me? Visitors never want to talk to the egg tenders. Did you know that we are the only tribe that bonds with other tribes? It may not seem so from the Well, my ex-sister Mina had to lay her first clutch with a copper eye that didn't know which direction his tail should face. But no, we care for our eggs, but the hist guides their development. They return to the hist. There are signs to look for. Dry shells, lacking luster, thin membrane, an empty shadow. Inevitable, because they are bright throats. We are shaped the way our hist design. You sure? I could tell you about egg rotation. Well, come back anytime. I only ever get to talk to the other. Oh, you're back. Oh, you're back. Sorry about the mess here. Got kicked over during the commotion earlier. Oh, you're back. You wanted to know something else. Strange. Let me see them. Oh, these are just dragonthorn. Nothing to be concerned about. Well, it has many uses, but we mostly grow it for potions to add in fruitful bonding. Our ancestors believed chewing the leaves helps. We trade it to the Deadwater for their warriors, to give them vigor in battle. But I hear they've been having problems with reproduction, so...
Satisfied with your visit here? There is no rush. Anything in particular that caught your interest? Poison? Oh, this is dragonthorn. We mostly trade it to the Deadwater tribe, but it's a fairly ordinary medicinal plant. Several of the egg tenders are skilled herbalists. I don't see any reason it would be hidden intentionally. Then perhaps we have a traitor to the tribe. To think, it is beyond imagining. Quickly, let us check on the eggs. I pray we will find the truth before something terrible happens. As you wish.
I don't mean to be rude. Some herb. Smells sharp as the thorns. Wouldn't use it to season fruit, that's for certain. I'm no herbalist. If you're worried someone's trying to poison us, I promise I'm not going to eat it.
Oh.
Satisfied with your poison? You should visit the Uzith, our nest among the roots of the Hist. I will meet you at the Uzith, the nesting beds.
I was considering a chime, so the Hist may give me a sign.
This is the Uzith, the nest where our eggs are cared for. The egg tenders take every care to ensure that our offspring are healthy and safe.
Can you do this another time, Iskanaz? We're already behind. It's premature for a tour. We still have a lot of preparations to make. True. We're also known for our social savvy, so quit trying to blow bubbles up my bog and tell me why you're here. That busybody, Iskanaz, ask you to spy on us now? I swear he'll go running to the tree minder over the littlest thing. Poke around if you want. It's premature for a tour. We still have a lot of preparations to make. True. We're also known for... What? No, that's not true. Look for yourself. These eggs are as healthy as any I've ever... They return to the Hist. It happens to a few eggs in almost every clutch. Sometimes the Hist just doesn't believe it's time for a soul to return. The Hist takes them back and we focus our efforts on nurturing those intended to hatch. No! I can't believe even the tree minder is being paranoid about the upcoming bonding ritual. These eggs are going to shine like gems when the envoys arrive.
This is the Uzith. It is normally bustling with activity around bonding.
I'm sorry. It's nothing. I'm just upset from an argument earlier. I just felt so sorry for him. The idea of leaving him to rot, No. Why would you think there's something wrong? What? No. No. That can't be. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Kayak, second time today.
Oh my. Hasura, she's not still angry with me, is she? The empty nest. Those eggs were returned to the Hist. Were the eggs poisoned, or was the poisoner's intent to harm the Hist? You are right, of course. Let me think. Think. This dragon thorn looks fresh, so it must have been picked recently. We cultivate ours in a... Forgive me, but I must report your findings to the tree minder. I will return to your side with all the swift. The glade is not far. I will meet you there as soon as I can.
Be mindful where you...
Over here, look! A body in our drying hut. He's really dead. He looks to be Vishkalil. You can never be certain with the ghost people. What happened here? That dead man is one of the Vishkalil, the ghost people tribe. Who would want to kill Hasura? That makes no sense. And who killed the Vishkalil? Don't tell me you think Hasura killed this Ojel. She averts her gaze from as mud as my mother, it's true. How could she? Giving our eggs to the Vishkalil of all people. I don't care if they were not meant to hatch. The ghost people should never have been. What about Hasura? Let the Vishkalil take her for what she's done. I'm sorry. I did not mean that. They'll kill her, or worse. Hasura will have to face... Hasura, is that you? It's alive. Don't let it get me. Oh. Gracious roots. It just died. Another of these twisted branches dies among our roots. This is no coincidence. These things must be the work of the Vishka, the ghost people tribe. They make their home in the lightless corners of the deep swamp. Vishkalil only leave their lands to creep through the night, and even the brutal root house people will return Saxlil dead to their tribes, so they may return to the Hist. Not the ghost people. They keep those lost souls for themselves, profaning them in strange rituals that keep souls from the Hist, or giving the dead legs to wander through the murk as dreadful watchmen. They mean to poison the whole village and steal our dead. We mustn't let this trail go cold. This may be our only chance to find the vile den of the Vishkalil before they unleash. All the more reason to keep on the path before us. She may have bested the attacker we found, but perhaps there were others. The only thing certain... I will try to find the cave on my own.
It'll be good to get away from the family a bit.
This keeps getting worse and worse. If anyone were to discover that we lost eggs to the Vishkalil, we'd never be trusted again.
They're coming for us. Was that the last of them? Oh, Quebec.
Just looking at these scales make me itch. Please, let it be my imagination.
We of the Root House tribe are proud travelers, roaming the swamp in search of that which will sustain us. And if someone else happens to be in possession of what...
Say shadow scales are killers.
Welcome, Biko. How good it is to look upon your face. I would love to chat, but there is still so...
This might be working. This might be working. We must be near the Blight Bog Sump. Of course, this is where the Vish Khalil would make their home. Asura!
I tried to save them. It all went wrong. She promised me she could save them. She promised me we were going to care for them and they'd live. I don't know. She convinced me to bring her these eggs only to poison them. Look what she's done to my babies. I know. A mother knows. Rinakal's poison did this to them. Why? Why did she do this to us? People speak of the Vish Khalil as if they're monsters, but Rinakal seemed warm to me. She listened to me. She understood my emptiness. They don't feel the way I do. How can they? They have been chosen for the bonding ritual. Every day I tend to children that aren't my own. I've tried, but her concerns are always pointed outward. She must think of the good of our tribe. No. Is that what you want to hear me say? That I was stupid, foolish, pathetic? When I look at those unseeded eggs, I just see myself, incomplete, broken. Seeing them fade away breaks my heart. Rinakal saw that. It was for me at first. I thought I could make myself the best choice for the bonding ritual with it. When Rinakal asked me to bring her our unseeded egg.
Zutha! More of these creatures among broken eggs, piled up like refuse. You. A terrible odor. It sticks in my throat. We are in the den of the Vishkavil now. My spines quake. Nothing good. This place reeks of death and foulness. Oh, the smell of it is like the sap of our hist, but somehow perverted. I would not envy the unsuspecting Saxleal who licked this tree. The hist's sap is what makes a Saxleal a Saxleal. It is how the hist shapes us to its needs. But if the hist's will was twisted...
These were our babies. How could you?
Don't breathe it in. My nose burns from here.
It was all a lie, wasn't it? She never intended to help my children. She doesn't even care that she's hurting them. She's using them, twisting them. She's a monster. You think they're alive? Please, we have to find them. They need me. I can't let Renakal keep hurting them. Please, just let me love them, even for a moment. I don't want them to be alone in the end. No, but if my children are tainted by these vile poisons, we may be able to follow their trail if it doesn't kill us. Renakal's poisons shouldn't exist. I don't know how, but I'll make...
We should take Hasura and go. Surely you've gathered enough to prove how dire the situation. No. You're telling me these creatures, they came from our eggs? We are a peaceful tribe. Our village is not prepared to face monsters made from their own flesh and blood. I must warn them. Pavu will know what to do. She must.
I need to find...
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
The trail is headed this way. Found you. I finally found you. Please, let us help you. can't. You can make
I'll try to
keep
fix an
moving.
accident.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to take the pain.
I wasn't worried. Were you worried?
Roll! Roll if you can! This way! I'm sorry. I just wanted to take the pain away. We can't let Rena do this to anyone else. I'm ready. I don't care what it takes. I won't let her hurt my... It'll be enough to be there and know it's over. I think we're close. I just feel it.
Sarah, you wanted to be here when they hatched so badly. Now's your chance.
These were supposed to be our children.
I'm so close. Can't you see that? You can have your children.
I don't deserve them.
You never did. Kill them!
Do you want to brag about that, or should I?
Wait! Wait! She's not like the others. See? She's no danger to anyone. She doesn't have to be like the others. Isn't she beautiful? Nothing's wrong with her. She's just a child, that's all. She needs someone to care for her. I know she looks grown up, but that was Rena Cal's doing. She made her grow, but she never cared for her. I'll take her home. I can care for her there. Being part of the tribe will help her. She's a bright throat. She belongs with our hist. They can punish me. I don't care. I deserve it. But no, she isn't ready yet. Can't you see she's scared? When I've calmed her down, I'll bring her home. You go back to Pavu. Tell them it's...
And you know it. Coin purse? It is I who found it, and so it is now.
I really don't like your odds.
Treeminder, if you saw what I saw, there would be no question.
If you hadn't run, you might understand.
Peace. Here is the one I must hear from. Biko Gel, I have heard much of the tragedy of our loss, and the part you played in ending it. The Hist chose wisely to entrust our troubles to you. Hasara betrayed us in ways beyond my imagining. Iskanaz is right to be wary, but when I look upon her and her daughter, I feel only pity. You know the truth of this tragedy better than I ever could. I can sense its relief, the calm of knowing that its children no longer suffer. What that means for Hasara's daughter is unclear. Our Hist does not answer me about Hasara. Speak to the others. Return when you have decided.
Please, you have seen the horrors that Rena Kal wrought. She soaked that corruption into the very essence of her creations. We cannot allow her poisons to seep into our roots. I bet you think me cruel to believe so. I swear to you, it gives me no joy. One day, I might even forgive Hasara for what she's done. But if there is even the smallest chance that showing her pity will harm the tribe, I will close my heart 1,000 times. They should go, far away from our tribe and our Hist. From any Hist. Never to trouble us again. If the Hist believes you are right, then you are right. I will have to hope we did not misjudge its intentions.
You know it's not true what Iskanaz is saying about her. You know it. He's a coward. She needs the Hist. It can help her. She can't be. She just can't. If they won't accept us, I'll take her somewhere else. We'll have each other. That's all we need. That doesn't matter. I'll love her however she is. If I have to care for her until my...
This is not a simple matter, nor a matter to be rushed. Take all the time you need. Hasara and Iskanaz will both want to plead their case to you, but I can think of no tribe that has had to weigh such a crime. There are many who would put her to death for far less, but that is not the Brightthroat way. It is often easier to clip a withered branch for the sake of the whole tree. But with thought and care, a troubled limb can regain its strength. Hasara and her daughter are broken boughs. There are many interpretations. Charitably, it may mean that she is not ailing as the other hatchlings were. But it is easy to see that she is not whole. That our Hist does not feel her pain because she is not of our tree. When I look at her, I do not see a Brightthroat, or even a Vishkalil. She is unmarked, tribeless, and her eye. We are born of the Hist, shaped by the Hist, and when we die, we return to the Hist to be born and shaped anew. Can the same be said of this one? It is often easier than I will hear you as I hear our chimes. What? I feared I was being sentimental, but I am relieved to hear you offer them compassion. The Brightthroat, we will do everything we can to restore Hasara. There will always be a place among our tribe for these two, and for you, Biko. I would be... Come, Hasara. We have ignored your pain for too long. Now it is our pain, and we will overcome it together.
Come, my love. Let's go home.
It will be a long time before the tribe accepts them. Even Brightthroats have limits to them.
Я стримлю, наверное, 1,5 часа, и за 1,5 часа я только один квест успел сдать.
You as well. The healing hut will be quiet.
Give her a minute more. She's overwhelmed. It's all right, dear.
Блин, вот я говорю, у меня есть суперспособность, и я каким-то образом интуитивно понимаю время. Я не знал, что я стримлю 1,5 часа. И сейчас я посмотрел в ОБС, и я ровно стримлю, чисто ровно 1,5 часа. Отец сказал так, примерно. То есть, вот у меня такая, короче, тема. Я вот, допустим, просыпаюсь утром, даже без будильника. Ну вот если я скажу себе самому, мне надо завтра встать в 6, и я встаю в 6. Я не знаю, как это происходит, какие-то биологические часы, это суперспособность. И либо вот просто я чисто без часов, без всего могу в любой момент дня назвать сколько времени. Ну не прямо точно, но примерно там будет разница, может, минут 10. Как будто у меня, блядь, в голове постоянно идет какой-то биологический отсчет времени. Хотя я намеренно ничего не считаю. Ну и прикольно просыпаться даже без будильника.
darkness, decay. They come to us unbidden and unwanted. So too is your presence. Ah, the Vaste. How interesting that my pupil sent you in his stead. So Vose has finally found the tablets of the Zinche Kono. Impressive. I thought that... So Vose had you do all the work, did he? Well, it is only fitting that you should prepare the ritual components for the Vastese as well, then. You'll need to find places of duality, swamp and sea, death and life, stone and wood. But I'm sure you've had enough with riddles by now. Today, I'll simply mark the locations on your map. Once you have collected the items, travel back to the Sinche Kono. I have no doubt my pupil awaits you with... I suppose I could take time from my actual duties to sate your mere curiosity. Once I watched over the Sinche Kono, learning its secrets and sharing its wisdom. Now I speak the dark words of Sithis. The Zinche Kono is a catalyst of needed change. Sithis is the force which causes all change. Death which leads to rebirth, night which is followed by day. The items you are to gather represent not only duality, but also change. The mud which flows from swamp to sea. The living flower which blooms from death. Vose will then use them as offerings to the force of change. This will spark the power which resides in the Zinche Kono. By read.
Get back, you horrid beast!
That was a close one. Thank you. Halt, Ojel. Why do you approach the tree that crumbles stone? I do hope you're not here to harm this tree, Ojel, because then we would have issues. Well, as long as it's just the fallen branch. This is the tree that crumbles stones, the change which breaks down stagnation. Once, our ancestors made walls of stone with the foolish notion that we could stop. Because it teaches us that which we cannot forget. Stone crumbles, walls break. Welcome back. Dare I hope that Niswo Parazi agreed to help? Well, I suppose word does travel. I will have to speak to him once the ritual is completed. Very little, I promise. I've combined the ritual components together. You must place the mixture. Vaka Rish Vaste Busik Zal. Fila Ruhiva, Wuksa Vaste Bok Tarsaka. It worked. The Zinshe Konu changed the weather. The ritual worked. The Zinshe Konu has regained. And it's all thanks to you. You've helped me greatly throughout this entire ordeal. I hope you find this a suitable gift for all of your troubles. That's strange. I thought the effect would last much longer.
I see you're at least able to perform the vaste say successfully. Surprising, to say the least.
Why the cutting words, Parazi? All I did according to your teachings.
Did I teach you to beg an Ojel to perform your duties? You should have collected those tablets, Mose. How could you not see that?
Was it you who stole the tablets, Parazi? Why? Why would you desecrate the Zinshe Konu in such a way?
If you had your eyes towards your people, and not only towards your books, I would have no need to take such actions. This was a lesson, Mose. A lesson. You failed.
But I was able to perform the Vastese.
Only for a moment. One of such weak will can never truly be a catalyst of change. I suppose another lesson will now be in order.
Parazi? Wait! Don't tell me you're going to steal the tablets again.
The Sinche Konu is finally operational once more. Now,
Listen to that. Frogs. They make music with frogs.
Your steps show determination, and your eyes curiosity. Ah, yes. I carved this many seasons ago. I hoped it would convince my beloved Kudnakal to join me for our tribe's next bonding ritual, but I lost the totem before it could be presented. Of course, this was when I was still a female.
Я видел в этой игре уже квесты с гомосексуалистами, но трансвеститов еще нет.
The Hist, in all its endless gifts, allows us to change many aspects of ourselves. Our gender is but one. I highly recommend such a change, should you ever get the chance. If we had spoken a week ago, it would have been so. But as fate would have it, Kudnakal has recently undergone a change herself. I will present these gifts to Kudnakal when the next bonding ritual is announced. I simply must tweak my poem, perhaps refine my carving. The ceremony bonds those who have chosen to lay an egg together. Many dry skins compare it to a wedding. This is not entirely accurate, of course. While there is always respect between the bonded pair, romantic feel. I had every intention to. Days I devoted to carving, to writing just the right words. I worked outside the village, not wanting Kudnakal to see my... Exactly so. I had no time to carve another totem before the ceremony, and so the opportunity was lost. But thanks to your kindness, I have been given yet another chance. Each tribe has their own traditions, but there are commonalities. A tree minder performs the ceremony before the Hist. The bonded pair are blessed with good health and vibrant fertility. This varies. Sometimes the decision is based on an emotional connection, other times merely a physical attraction. Some tribes even use such ceremonies to strengthen their political connections. Take the Brightthroats, for example. Oh, well, I simply believe we would have very becoming hatchlings.
I like reading too, you know. If you ever need an excuse to get me something.
It's different, isn't it? A sound found only in Murkmire.
A sound that should stay in Murkmire, if you ask me.
Perhaps we got one for the tavern.
This is taking longer than I'd planned. I wish I was off adventuring.
Welcome to my home, Biko. You arrived just in time. I arranged a meeting with my dead water friend, Jaxic Orn. She is very proud, so we must use a breeze-like touch. This will be a brief and probably bloody meeting if we do not. Cassandra, yes. You and Famia would have to speak to her, I guess. I am glad she sees the wisdom in talking to the Dead Water tribe. Cassandra has many flaws, but you need me to describe them? She wears her flaws like I wear my feathers. Cassandra is Vexovite. You would say persnickety, I think? Well, you would probably not say that. That is a very stupid word. But for Cassandra, all the world is a mess. She loves clean angles, good posture, fitting things snug in tiny boxes. It is a very dry way to live, but who am I to judge? She probably thinks I am lazy because I sleep 14 hours.
I see their approach. You make me wait too long, Zukas. The Deadwater tribe goes to war with the Blackguards, yes. I hunt one of them even now. But we do not need or want your help. Now, go back to your coast town, Ogel. The swamp will eat you if you do not.
So, it is true. The blackguards take hostages from the Deadwater tribe as well. As I said, Jaxic is very proud, but she would be a valuable ally if we could convince her to let us help. Too bad she runs away, yes? At least we... Yes. She said she was hunting a blackguard even now, right? Did you see how her throat fins spread? How her pupils dilated and her tail stiffened as she turned to leave? Her prey is very, very close. We only need to follow her. We hunt the hunter. Scan the swamp for the bent reeds and broken fronds she leaves in her wake. The trail should eventually lead us to friend Jaxic and the blackguard she hunts. Simple, I think. Crouch down, Biko. Look for bent stalks, torn leaves, or muddy prints. Should be easy. Jaxic Orn rarely sneaks around danger. She goes through it, always.
Help! I'm scared too.
Jaxic, approach carefully.
I grind my fangs. Following a Deadwater call is the act of a fool or a maniac. Sojay says fools and maniacs both bleed red. I will repeat myself. Once, I do not need your help. I hunt these... The Ogel stands its ground. Brave. Or stupid. A flock of flat-toothed blackguards took refuge in this ravine. They snatched... I narrow my eyes. You and the Brightthroat wish to join me on this raid rather than pick the bones when the work is done. Fine. Burn the wagons. Smash... You and Zukas so enjoy waggling your tongues. Sojay is my weapon. Hewn from the bones and teeth of my fallen egg brother. Many beasts and Ogels have felt its bite. Now these talk? No. Sojay shouts, always. Blood, fear. I tighten my fist. Blackguards are limp-tailed savages, honorless Nagas mostly, who nest in Black Rose Prison. Cowards that value metal coins more than what? No. I will save these kidnapped warriors, but they will have much to answer for when they return to Deadwater Village. If Raj Kalseelan's temper flares, they may wish they had not been rescued at all. War Chief to the Deadwater tribe. He is old and ill-tempered. He forgives when it suits him, but it suits him rarely. There are few chiefs greater than Seelan. Impatience bristles my quills. I am Jaxic Orn, Deadwater Call. You know this already. Why do you ask me to repeat something you already know? I blink my eyes. Zukas did not tell you more. That is surprising. Zukas never tires of talking. I am a warrior. Sojay and I hunt and kill the dead. Zukas and I are not friends. A Naga Call has no friends, only allies and prey. Zukas is often an ally, so he is permitted to speak in Deadwater Village. A great honor. He is rarely. Finally, you speak sense. Bare your fangs, oh.
So it's a fight? I fight best from the shadows, Biko. I leave the direct approach to you.
Cook. Now. Maybe they should try that.
It's you! Thank Ifray! Please get us out of here!
Run, you mudlegs! Zadaza is done with this place.
So, these dry skins are good for something after all.
I hate this swamp! I'm never coming back!
Step away, Bright Throat. This one belongs to the Deadwater tribe. This one is known to us Ogel, a blackguard savage who led the raid on our people. Now in our Hist's mighty name, I will hack it dead.
These Argonians are crazy! Please! You can't let them kill me!
It seems my friend Jaxic has been playing with her food. You should speak to...
This one is known to us Ogel, a blackguard savage who led the raid on our people. Now in our Hist's mighty name, I will hack it dead. If you want to talk to it, be quick. Sojay is thirsty and Sithis is waiting. I roll my eyes. Murder? When you gut a fish, is it murder? No. You only object because this fish walks upright and has a face. The Ogel. I bare my teeth. A Naga prays for repercussions daily, outsider. Laggards slither about in Deadwater territory often. Too often. Perhaps finding this Ogel in pieces will finally lure them into open combat. Then we will skin them like catfish.
As always, Jaxic's beady Naga eyes see only vengeance and mayhem. I see opportunity. This blackguard is a survivor. Survivors are useful. If she returns to her swordkin with tales of what she witnessed here, it could discourage future attacks. How quickly Jaxic forgets she is a kidnapper herself. The blackguards do not know the Deadwater tribe as I do. Let this dryskin tell her tale. By sparing one, we terrify 100. An ancient tactic, Biko, but very effective.
These Argonians are crazy! Please! You can't let them kill me! I surrendered! I had nothing to do with the abduction of that lizard's people! I swear it!
in oblivion should I know? Orders came down to watch the captives. I didn't ask why. Maybe I should have, but I've got a daughter at home. If I don't follow orders, she doesn't eat. I had nothing to do with the abductions. I'm telling the truth. Mara's mercy. You'd let that Naga murder a prisoner. Yes, some Argonian relic, maybe? I really have no idea what the remnant...
So the blackguards seek the remnant. That is unwelcome news. Even so, killing a single bound prisoner. So the blackguards seek... I cannot be sure, but that is no bad thing. Nothing leads to more death than the need for certainty. You cut down many blackguards and laid waste to their operation. Let this dryskin describe it to her friends. Then they will know fear.
Честно, я ее убью. Я люблю
This
плохие
savage
варианты.
lies as easily as it breathes. Look at its eyes, the sweat on its brow. It stinks of deceit and cowardice. Now it speaks of the remnant of Argon. I am not. You showed cunning in tracking me and strength during the raid. To see you falter now, in the face of some blubbering, treacherous dryskin, would turn my stomach. It says it has a daughter.
It has killed many daughters. Now that ends.
Wait! Please don't! No!
I sigh with satisfaction. You understand the truth, Ogel. A predator who spares wounded prey shows weakness. Weakness invites challenge. The Deadwater tribe brooks no challengers. You were useful today. Should we meet again, I will not kill you. I bear my fangs. It is a secret of the Hist, the killing kind. You showed your Naga heart today, so I hiss with fury. How did these Ogel beasts learn about the Remnant?
We will find out, Jaxic, provided you do not kill them all. Friend Famia is waiting for you, I think. Now that the Blaggarts seek the remnant of Argon, I will return to my tribe and share the bad news. As the Brightthroat Root Herald, I should have seen this coming. I feel no small amount of shame, Biko. True, but we know nothing about the person who guides them. It is not enough to kill 10 spear ants. You must find the queen, or you stomp and swat forever. Blackguards number in the hundreds. Jaxic will disagree, but we cannot kill them all. No, this is the season of haste, Biko. With time, I might be able to find the person Jaxic's prisoner spoke about, but by that point, the remnant might...
I've been wanting to visit here. Spare a moment?
If you're looking for the Bank of Mournhold, you've come to the right place. Your valuables will be safe with us.
Prices have never been better. No charge to have a look. Who are you trading here?
Buying, selling, trading.
You're back! Fabulous! Some of my missing friends already tracked me down, telling tales of a daring, fiery rescue. So the Deadwater tribe helped you after all? What a fascinating development. Between your heroism and Jaxic Orn's raw strength, I'm sure you showed those brutes what for. I hesitate to ask, but what did the blackguards learn about the Remnant? Well then, there's not a moment to lose. We will redouble our efforts. We cannot allow those thugs to claim something as valuable as the Remnant. That I'm getting ahead of myself. We should probably discuss this matter with Cassandra. Oh, no surprise there. Even so, they must understand we only mean to help.
Zukas. So, you return victorious. You have my most sincere gratitude, and that of the explorers you rescued. Now, as to the blackguards, we should assume that they learned a great deal from our friends and the Deadwater warriors. Wouldn't you agree? Unfortunate. I can tell you as an expert of Argonian archaeology, the idea of one of those ignorant thugs handling such a valuable antiquity makes me very uncomfortable. Did they mention why they seek this thing? I have some experience with wealth. Jangling gold in front of a pack of cutthroats is an act of crude desperation. This person is either a fool or a victim of some obsession. In either case, we cannot let this remnant fall into their hands. We can discuss that in a moment. First, we owe you a significant sum. It's only right that we settle the books on that first. I hope this is sufficient. I assure you, there will be much more if you choose to join us. Once again, you have my thanks. You've done a great deal for us already. I wonder if you're willing to do a bit more. While Famia has proven a steadfast companion, I believe our current predicament requires someone a bit more adroit when things take a turn for the perilous. I do. One of your native companions warned you off of it, didn't they? Believe me, I sympathize. But despite my lifestyle, I'm still an Argonian, one with ample means. Who would I be if I didn't use that wealth to help my people? Yes, you are clearly the best at what you do. I can think of no one more qualified to lead this endeavor. You and Zukas have grown close, correct? He knows a great deal about the Remnant, I'm sure. Thank you for your efforts thus far, and your achievements to come. I have business in Alton Mirgil. Perhaps we can reconvene there once you've made your inquiries with Zukas. It is. I spent the greater part of my youth in Cyrodiil. Taking on imperial dress, name, and customs made things easier. Of course, it makes things here in Murkmire more. No, I was hatched in Morrowind. You'll forgive me if I don't elaborate. It was a very difficult time, one best forgotten. As my name, the antiquities market. No surprise there, I'm sure. I know I'm a bit starchy now, but in my youth, I was quite the explorer. I discovered several untouched Ayleid ruins. Hardly. The Ayleids treated my ancestors very poorly. I prefer to think of this as simple reparations. In any case, my business interests are purely philanthropic now. Like fun. It is, in fact. You have a very keen eye. You should know that the crystal was a tremendous discovery. Famia didn't tell you? Vaka stones are mysterious crystals, not unlike the Ayleid Welkin stones. Our ancestors used them to store the raw magicka that falls from the sun, thus their radiant yellow hue. How, if an opportunity presents itself, perhaps. I suspect that some ancient Argonian relics require Vaka stones to function. No doomsday devices, though, I promise. An item of tremendous historical significance and arcane power. Very little scholarship exists on the subject, but I do know a little. Argonian elders often referred to it as a sacred egg, or answers. About the Hist, their beginnings, their powers, their intentions. All I know for certain is that it does not contain simple coins or ancient bric-a-brac, the remnant, whatever is best for the people of Murkmire. I won't act without their consultation if that's what you're worried about. Again, I may be something of an outsider, but I am still. I honestly couldn't say. Most of that history was beaten out of my exiles by the Dark Elves centuries before I was born. Slavers take great pains to destroy our racial... You mean, has the Hist spoken to me? I'd prefer not to talk about that right. So, you're off then.
that's all to the good, I guess. I could do with a bit less peril, and I've got a lot of reading to do. The Remnant of Argon.
Both Famia and Cassandra are impressed with you from every...
Yui.
The brightest, loudest throats croak your name, Biko. This makes it difficult to sleep, but under the circumstances, I think I can forgive you. That business with the egg tenders was no midday wallow. Now, of course you do. This matter of the remnant, you must understand, it is fragile as a marsh robin's egg. Even so, I trust your heart, and truthfully, we could use the help. Bright throats are negotiators. All answers lie with the hist. It is just a matter of hearing what it has to say. Chime maker Shuvu can help us. Our hist speaks through the wind, you see. Its words rustle through the boughs, and our chimes sing out its counsel. Old Shuvu spends his time in the glade of chimes, to the west of the village. In my youth, I would spend all my time listening to the chimes. It is a very good place. You will like Chime Maker Shuvu, I think. Very wise and very pleasant, like one of your gray-muzzled bark dogs. Let's make our way to the glade. The remnant. It is not a thing known, but a thing felt, like rain on the shoulders or a brief whiff of cinnamon. Ha, this is fair. When I was a hatchling, a very old Nahish elder told me a story about a lost tribe, one that lived far away in houses of stone. She did not speak about the remnant, but its name swelled in my heart. I do not... My knowing tree is barren. Sorry, Biko. Better to learn these things together anyway. For you, at least. Just think, if I knew where the remnant was, I would probably have hidden it by now. Then you would never get to see it. Is the name not clear? It is a glade. It is full of Some people think that the hist speaks to us, just as I speak to you, using words, you see. We call this kahupwo, the mouth talk. Very rare, Biko. Most hist speak without words.
with you, dear suitors. No need to be shy. Everyone gets the jitters, but this is ridiculous. This is what I'm talking about. How hard is it to boldly strut up to a stranger and express some interest? You get it. If we had more suitors as stiff-spined as you, the ceremony would... The bonding ritual? Are you not here to witness our most sacred tradition? It's a beautiful, lively affair. Hist knows we have been gracious hosts to the suitors of our neighboring tribes, plying them with feasts and phlegm wine. But now that it's time to renew vows of kinship, they're limp. Normally the Black-Tongue tribe are eager to participate. Many a Brightthroat can call the Black-Tongues their root kin. But the only thing Wakumat has been quick to provide today are excuses. Oh no, he is a bearer of Russell the Infirm. Russell is a frequent visitor and suitor, beloved sire to many a Black-Tongue and Brightthroat since before my egg mother was in her shell. It's true, Russell must be carried about by his bearers for most everything. But before the bonding, he's like a Saxleel possessed. His vigor is legend. Last season, the others are new to me. Bihuna is one of the Root House people, so if she puts hands on you, it isn't a romantic gesture. Hold tightly onto any familial jewels. Dite, on the other hand, is as inscrutable. Never the ghost people or stone pile people, certainly. We used to see more of the mire dancers and copper eyes, but we haven't seen much of them since they were taken to Mazatoon, and sadly the dead water remained distant and reserved as always. Our longtime allies, the Black Tongues, the Moskins, and the Root House people. The Black Tongues dwell in the shadow places, giving praise and offerings to Sithis. They take great pains to ensure as many of their clutches are born under the sign of shadow as possible. Only when I'm reminded that they know every root and flower's killing secret, all the more reason to welcome them as friends, yes? You'll find no more attentive parents outside the Brightthroats, and they are great alchemists. We welcome them with open arms, of course, but only after our valuables are carefully tucked away. They take what they want by quiet theft or intimidation. Failing that, they are brutes, yes, but useful brutes when war winds blow. Their strength rivals that of the Dead Water tribe. They just lack the Naga's wisdom. The Moskins value peace above all else, and peace without requires peace within. They go where the river takes them, no matter the circumstances. Of all the tribes, they are the most serene. More indifferent. All the world's horrors, the quiet fears that keep men and Mer awake at night, all of it rolls off their backs. People think we Brightthroats take things in stride. The Moskins make us look like fretful ducklings. Of course, though I hope it will not take much longer. The Brightthroat betrothed have waited long enough already. It's the future of our tribe. The bonds we create today ensure the peace and prosperity of future generations by tying our tribes together as one. The bond... Marrying? It is a joyous time, yes, usually. Most tribes have festivities surrounding bondings, but none compare to that of the Brightthroats. Travel...
Do not crowd us, Ojel. You will disturb Ruzo's focus. Never. He is dead. He entered a trance to steel himself for the dread-fathering elixir, but after we administered the potion, he never awoke. Our most potent mixture, brewed to ensure even these Brightthroat bonds are blessed by the great creator. He did not foam at the mouth or expel blood from every orifice, so I think it was just his. No one could fill the void Ruzo left behind. Kayak. I suppose I must try. For the good of the tribe, I will need more of our dread fathering. There is a rare plant, the Leviathan Pizzle. It is the key ingredient to the elixir. Find one, and I will join the bonding ritual. I should warn you, it resembles many toxic mud blossoms. This sketch should help you avoid them. We honor Sithis above all else. Raj Sithis the Changer, not the Destroyer from the Dusk Times. But ends are often beginnings. There are no purer agents of change than the Shadow Scales. So we prepare our children from birth to learn their secrets. We bathe their eggs in our brews to ensure they are hatched under the favored sign and give them their first taste of the swamp's deadly secrets. They are nursed on the milk of toxic weeds until strong enough. It's one of the 14 Zalthek, or sacred plants. Each plant brings joy or death, depending on the measure. In the bonding, Ruzol ensured the Leviathan Pizzle brought great joy this season. Because there was no better choice. There has never been a Black Tongue who could drink as deeply from the dread-fathering elixir and live to see his children grown. He was frail in all other pursuits, but in the bond, more than anyone has had reason to count. He was but a young whelp when his talent was discovered. Half of Merkmire made.
One with me. Enjoy the village. Much here.
You have not succumbed to the swamp's poison lips. Oh, this one is aptly named. Let me add it to the mixture I have already prepared. If I survive, you may tell Topeth I will do my part. All right, it is finished. Sithis, use me as you will. I I am warmed to the core by the presence of the dread father. Can you not hear my heart throb as I swell with his power of creation? I carry Russo to prepare me to bear his legend. For the black tongues I will sow 1,000 generations. What are we waiting for? Those other suitors may sulk if they wish, but... Wasit eyes are watching. Can you feel them? I do not like it. I do not fear the limp fins. I want my dowry. I took it from my betrothed fairly. I want it back. Guards took it, hid it from me. Topeth tells me my betrothed has gifts for me instead. But I do not want gifts. I want my dowry. I wouldn't, because it is my dowry. The Hist meant it for me. Bright throats do not understand this. If they will not respect our custom, I will. The Wasik goods keeper took my dowry to the storehouse for keeping safe. It is our way. The root house people do not make. When we need meat, the swamp provides. When we need crafts and treasures, other tribes provide. The Hist compels them to make these things. They do not know that the Hist means for us to take them. If I leave out a bowl of slug paste and a nettle toad eats it, this is no theft. The root house people heed forces greater than Limpfin law. The Brightthroats do not see. It is the will of the Hist that I have my dowry. Root house people do not ask. We, the root house people, do not build. If the Hist wants us to have a village, we take one. In an old time, we claimed this village, but we tired of it, so we burned it. Yes, why would we not? My Goldweed exile always says, burn what you cannot carry. Otherwise, the tribes will not make new things. Of course, the Brightthroats remember to forget. Would you have them drag grudges like stones? That...
Ah, the Zook's friend I hear so much about. Son's blessings. I see you did not kick your feet clean before entering. Bihuna. Ah, the root house suitor thief with the filthy spines. I would give you the dowry, Zuka's friend, but I do not know. Gone to Gideon. Personal matter. He will not be back for many days, but do not fret. Nahish Olin left a reminder for him so as not to forget the dowry. The root house people are not known for their patience or wisdom. Nahish Olin was determined not to be outwitted by the likes of them, so he invented an impossible challenge for the suitor. I fear the suitor thief has set you on a fool's errand, Biko Gel. But I'll trust you know better than I, chief of grain counting, box stacking, and list making. He keeps our storehouse in order in his own way. He's promised to teach me his methods. Eventually, you'll need to look at Nahish Olin's reminder over there. It's certain to contain some useful hint among the antagonistic and cryptic.
Why do you hesitate?
If you're going to kill bugs, at least kill fetcher flies.
I see the glimmer and shine of victory in your eyes. You must have located the hidden doubt.
The brewer tells me I drank all the celebration phlegm wine. Now he asks coin for more. I would thunk his head in if it was not a bonding. Finally, the hist provides. It sours my stomach that I had to rely on you to take what, by right, is mine. But suitors must be flexible, I guess. The custom is met.
You look burdened, Ojel. Please, sit and let the breeze carry your cares away. The bright throats have brought us. Yes, I was. My betrothed was very kind. It will be a less personal disappointment than if I were to arrive without the seed doll. Ahaj Mota snatched it out of my hands as I soaked my feet by the Gulu Bridge. Very quick, gone in an instant. Such is life. I do not know why the Haj Mota would want such a... I see no reason why I would not join the bonding ritual, but I do not have my betrothed. A cherished bright throat craft. They take a seed from a tree with no name, nurture it to enormous size, and allow it to sprout its roots. There isn't much to tell. We were, we are, we will be. The hist nurture us, and we nurture them. Sometimes Sithis sees fit to disrupt. Why wrestle the world when the world will always win? We get everything we need by flowing with the stream.
I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that. Yeah, let's ride!
This is the life, eh?
Yes!
Hello again. You have been enjoying a good wallow, yes? The mud here is smooth and moist. And so the stream returns to its source. It's very pretty, isn't it? My betrothed is very skilled. It seems some of the roots have bent. I will tell her it was from my overzealous embrace. That should make her happy. The Hist has made certain I stay on this course. I will not resist its desires. Not that I would want to. I think I will enjoy the bonding ceremony.
Everyone is assembled except for the suitors. What is the word, Beak Ogel? Must I call off the bonding ritual and bring shame upon our tribe? You are a gift from the Hist, like the sweetest of saps on my... Take the place of honor and ring. gathered here under the boughs of our tender hist to honor the life it gives us. Just as their roots reach out and intertwine in the mud, so too will we become entangled, bound together to weave a strong foundation. Join me in erecting the spine of procreation. Sow the sap and seed of a new generation. At last, all is right with the tribe. The winds carry the lovely scents of hist blossoms and muskreek upon the air, and soon the chimes of the happy couples will retire to their nuptial huts to begin the process of bonding, and the next generation of bright throats will be born.
Правда же пишется, когда в сети был. Я заметил, блядь, за год игры.
Is that? Little Zukas. Come to visit your old friend in the Glade of Chimes? He is always so busy now. I recall when he stood only as tall as the Keppel grass. Remnant of... My. This is no small question, Zukas friend. Look around you. Each of these chimes sing out a tangle of melodies, but only one tangle. One chime speaks of eggs and hatching. Another jangles about death and journey's end. The Ogel is clever, Zukas. Yes, my hands gave birth to every chime you hear. But the remnant, only one chime can sing its truth. One made by sun-blessed hands in an old time. Older than my egg mother's egg mother. A chime as old as our tribe. Locked away, hidden under mud in lost memories. Understand, our exiles did not want this truth drifting free on the wind. But Zukas trusts you, so I will trust you. Go to the Wither Vault, claim the chime. The Wither Vault is well north of the village. I would guide you, but my knees grow stiff as kindling wood. Little Zukas can aid you, I have no doubt. Be warned, even bright throats who know the mire like their own scales faced since before he hatched. I called him the Little Stump. He would plant himself at the foot of the listening tree, and you should ask him. Treeminder Pavu saw the old sap in Zukas. She made him a root herald, and his days grew short and lean like an underfed guar. All is as the hist wishes it to be. One day, when he has grown old and thin like me, he may return to the glade.
The Wither Vault? Ciso. I would not go there if there was any other way, Biko. I tumbled into it once as a hatchling. I vowed I would never go back.
My betrothed has nice adornments.
The bangle on her wrist looks just like the one that belongs to my ex.
My betrothed has nice adornments. They will be suitable trophies.
The bonding.
Ладно, сегодня вторую деревню прошел. Сначала городские квесты были вчера. Сегодня мы прошли деревню, остальное потом.